This is the Insta360 Luna Ultra Creator Kit. I chose this version over the other packages because I think this is the one where you get the most out of the camera right away. It already includes the wide-angle lens in the box, but more on that later. This video is not sponsored, I bought this camera myself. The box has a very simple design. It's not too bulky, and right here on the front you can already see one of the key features. The Luna Ultra is a dual lens 8K gimbal pocket camera. It promises very good photo and video quality, and one reason for that is this little logo right here. Yes, that is the Leica logo because this pocket camera is co-engineered with Leica. When you turn the box to the left side, you immediately see some of the main features of the camera. The detachable OLED touchscreen for remote control, ready to share 4K live frames, whatever that means, AI-powered deep track and rapid focus, which is very important for me when I shoot videos alone outside, by the way. And there is another feature I'm really curious about: 10-bit eye lock in such a small and compact camera. That is amazing. And of course you also get seamless wireless connection with other Insta360 products like their microphones. But more on that later. On the back of the box you can see what is actually included plus what the Creator Kit adds on top. There is a lot of stuff inside, but I do not want to spoil everything yet. On the right side you see even more product features, shots like the zoom range of the camera, and these dual lenses are called Summicron lenses with variable focal length. Nice. You can also see that the Luna Ultra has a 1-inch sensor with a f1.8 aperture. That sounds really promising because it means this camera should also work quite well in low light situations. But of course we will test that properly. Insta360 also says that AI helps to improve low light quality even further. True to life portraits? Yeah, we will see. On top there is nothing too special, just the Insta360 branding. And on the bottom there are a lot of technical notes, nothing too useful except one thing. As usual, there is no charger included, but according to the information here, it supports 10 to 55 watt fast charging. Perfect. So I would say let's open the box and see what is actually inside. Okay, I assume this is the carrying case, plus a lot of documents. Well, here I can register for FlexiCare, which is actually really cool, and I will definitely do that. It is basically some kind of extended protection plan where you can exchange the camera if you break it. And with a gimbal and a detachable display, I think this is probably worth it. Then we have the quick start guide for the Insta360 Mic Pro, which is also included in the Creator Kit. Here you get quick instructions and useful pictures that guide you through the installation and usage process. I like that. And here comes the next quick guide. But this time it is all about the main player in this game, the Luna Ultra itself. Here it is called the Creator Bundle. Good to know. And when you look at the quick guide, I think this should prepare you very quickly to use the camera right out of the box. There are a lot of guiding pictures, not too much text, which is always a bonus. And it comes in 2 languages, English and I think Chinese. By the way, I bought the European version from Amazon France because it was not available in Austria directly after the announcement. So I chose this workaround. However, I assume the German version will probably also include German instructions. But who knows? For me, English is totally fine. Alright, here we have even more user guidelines. What do we have here? Yes, the battery handle. Then the 1/4-inch threaded handle, a warranty card, stickers, and I love when they include nice stickers. Alright, what's this? A safety guideline for the Mic Pro transmitter, because this set only includes the transmitter. Then the Luna Ultra safety guidelines, and yeah, that's it. For me this part is super boring, so let's jump quickly to the carrying bag. I really like the design. It is simple, the quality feels very good, and there is the Insta360 logo on the side. The carrying strap is also quite large and feels very sturdy. The zipper has Insta360 printed on it as well. So bag done. Let's check what's inside. Okay, in general the bag is a bit larger than I expected, to be honest, but I'm not surprised because the camera itself is bigger than, for example, the Osmo Pocket 3. However, this is nice. You get separate compartments with adjustable Velcro dividers, so you can customize the layout and use the bag in different ways. On the right side there is the camera, of course, and on the left side there is enough room for the accessories. This must be the extension grip, and yes, I can already see the 1/4 inch mounting point on the bottom. Let's get rid of the packaging. As usual, the USB-C port moves from the bottom to the back, and with a button on the front you can release the camera. On the bottom there is not only the mounting option, there is also a built-in stand. That is a nice little add-on, but to be honest it feels quite fragile, so I would not fully trust it. But at least you can use it. Next part, this must be the battery extension handle. Yes, same principle as the extension grip, but this one has a built-in 1000 mAh battery. According to Insta360, you can get up to 4 additional hours of runtime out of it, but I assume this is an average value, so if you shoot in 8K, the battery will probably drain faster. And here the USB-C port also moves from the bottom to the back, so you can charge it at the same time while it stands. For example, on this, wait for it, mini tripod. But again, also here it seems quite fragile, so please be careful when using it. It reminds me more of paper clips than a truly stable tripod. Keep that in mind. Alright, next item. Yes, all these parts apparently belong to the Mic Pro, but let's first see what else is in here before we take a closer look at the Insta360 Mic Pro set from the Creator Kit. Alright, oh yes, of course, a USB-C cable, and because the Creator Kit includes so many add-ons, you can use this for different scenarios. Charging the camera, charging the microphone, using it for data transfer, and so on. So nothing unusual here. But again, keep in mind, no extra charger included. And what's this? Ah, nice. A little lanyard. So Insta360 branded, somehow a bit elastic, and the quality seems pretty decent. I like it. I think this can be very useful because I experienced this with my Osmo Pocket 3. When you get creative, sometimes it can happen that the camera accidentally slips out of your hand. And you definitely do not want to drop this piece of tech on concrete. Okay, and here we have an additional lens. Yes, this is a wide-angle lens, protected by a plastic cap. Let's pull it off. Okay, so the wide-angle lens only covers the main lens, not the tele-lens. There is just a hole in that part. But thinking about it, a wide-angle lens only really makes sense on the 20mm lens anyway. So with this you get a 15mm field of view, which can help a lot for vlogging and showing more of your surroundings. Okay, and what's this? An additional foam piece. Let me think. Why do you need a foam pad? Of course, for protecting the microphone from wind noise. The Insta360 Luna Ultra has a detachable part on the front, which is basically a microphone windshield, and this one is a replaceable version. Alright, back to the Mic Pro. I already did a full review of the Insta360 Mic Pro set with 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. But because 1 transmitter is also included in this Creator Kit, let's do a brief overview here as well. On the front you see the customizable e-ink display. You can design it however you like, use predefined emojis, pictures from the Insta360 app, or upload your own. I already know that the quality is awesome. It has an omnidirectional microphone on top and supports 32-bit float internal recording, which is extremely useful. On the bottom you have the red recording button, the on-off button, and the USB-C port for charging and data transfer. That's all about the transmitter. Here you also get a windshield to protect the microphone from wind noise. I would always use this when you are outside, even when you think it is not windy. You would be surprised how easily these microphones pick up slight breezes. To attach it to your shirt you have 2 options. The first one is this very strong magnetic clip, which snaps directly to the back of the mic with the shirt in between, of course. And when it is attached, it is quite hard to remove again, but still possible. And then there is the option number 2. You also get a clip, but this one is not magnetic. It's actually more like a clip-on clip. The big advantage is that it is more fixed on the Mic Pro and there is almost no chance to accidentally rub it off. Well, that's it for the accessories, and I have kept you waiting long enough. Here comes the camera you have been waiting for, the Insta360 Luna Ultra. Let's rip off this packaging and here we go. The Insta360 Luna Ultra comes inside a cool protective case. The build quality looks really good. And on top you have this opening. I assume, yes, this is for the microphone, as we already know from other similar cases. You can clip the microphone onto the case and use it as a mobile microphone extension. I never really did this with my Osmo Pocket 3, but anyway, the option is there. Let's open the case, and I think this opening mechanism is very clever. The whole gimbal is protected and you can click it open by pressing this button right here. Let's briefly check the inside of the case. Here you have 2 magnetic holders for 2 filters or for the wide angle lens. Not new, but still very useful. But now let's come to the star of the video, the Insta360 Luna Ultra. When you are used to the Osmo Pocket 3, it looks quite a bit bigger at first sight, but that was expected. The camera weighs around 235 grams, so roughly like a bigger smartphone. You activate the camera by pushing the display to the left side. After it boosts up, you see the camera name and logo on the display, and then the gimbal moves into its ready position. When we take a closer look at the gimbal, it looks great. Here are the 2 lenses co-engineered with Leica, 120mm f1.8 lens with a 1-inch sensor and the telelens with 60mm f2.0 and a 1/1.3 inch sensor. And now let me try out the feature I was most curious about, the detachable screen. You simply press down here on the left and the right side at the same time and it comes off. Wow, that is really lightweight. We will see more about that in my next videos. Let's attach it again and with a simple click it's back on. That is very innovative. But let's check out another accessory I bought separately and use all the time on my Osmo Pocket 3. A black mist filter. The Insta360 black mist filter is a magnetic accessory designed to soften highlights and create a dreamy cinematic glow in your footage. It reduces some of the digital sharpness and smooth skin tones, giving the image a more film-like look straight out of the camera. It is just a tiny piece of glass and it attaches magnetically to the main lens, but the effect can be really cool and gives the picture a more cinematic feel. But you should also be aware that it can make bright areas glow too much, so try it out and see what works best for your style. Also for nighttime shots it can create a really cool effect, and I will test this in a future video as well. And as I already mentioned, you can store it safely inside the case. It sits right next to the wide angle lens, and when you need one of them, you simply take it out and put it onto the lens. No screwdriver or extra tool needed. Very cool. Alright, I think that was everything that came in the box. Let's put the Insta360 Luna Ultra back into its protective case, and I really cannot wait to test it in many future videos. Do you like the creator kit? I think you get a lot for your money. And with this kit, you are ready to go right away. One thing I'm missing is ND filters, but I already ordered the original ones from Amazon. Oh, and by the way, all affiliate links are in the description down below. And as soon as the ND filters arrive, I will also plan a dedicated ND filter video to show you even more possibilities with this awesome new camera. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe if you did. Stay healthy, take care, and I will see you in the next one.